it's Hyde Park, it's November, it's really beautiful. Let's go for a walk around Mayfair. See you there. We are on Park Lane, looking up towards Marble Arch. There is the Dorchester Hotel, constructed by Sir Robert McAlpine in 1931. When it was built in 1931, it was one of London's most innovative buildings with reinforced concrete. So there were spaces with no pillars, and it was very safe. Famous for Dwight D. Eisenhower and Winston Churchill during the war, and I think it's where Prince Philip had his stag night as well. And this plane tree that I'm under, is that what it's called? Yeah, this big plane tree has an entire BBC programme dedicated to it in its TV series Meetings with Memorable Trees. So there is a memorable tree. Right, we are heading off now. Let's do a quick walk down Park Lane slightly. We're going to be heading in there in a moment, but I think it's better to take a slightly different route. I want to get onto Curzon Street. This is Stanhope Gate. This is 45 Park Lane here. Let's cross. Ooh. Anyway, let's go down here. So we're looking at Hyde Park Corner. We are very close to Buckingham Palace, Green Park, but we are going to head into Mayfair. This is Curzon Street. I've kind of roughly got a route planned, sort of. Who knows how it will work out. Let's just cross. You get a lot of expensive cars around here. So this is Curzon Street. We're going to walk through Curzon Square. I've often sort of seen Mayfair from afar when I'm walking down Regent Street or Oxford Street, Park Lane. So I thought it was about time I came and had a good look myself. Very prettily designed garden there at the back of these old houses, lots and lots of old houses. I'm going to give you a bit of history, hopefully without boring you too much. You can see you've got a mix of modern and old, which reflects quite a long history of building, rebuilding, residential to office, office to residential, that type of thing. I have no idea where I am right now, but I'm sure I'll work it out. Got Park Lane behind me again, kind of a Mews location. The history that I'm going to give you is taken from the Wetherell blog, and they're estate agents here, but they've written I think they've written a history book as well about Mayfair, and according to their classification there are 9 distinct neighbourhoods. Would you believe 9 distinct neighbourhoods in Mayfair? A lot of this walk will take place in what's called Mayfair Village. As I look at my notes and think, I wonder which way I'm going to go. So that appears to be the Park Lane Mews Hotel over there, and I can see a blue plaque. This is Market Mews. Should I do Market Mews? I don't know which way to go. Let's have a look along Market Mews. I might go back where I was just pointing. Market Mews, very backstreety in Mayfair. This is Stanhope Row, and I think I'm going to head through Market Street, which I see over there. Park Lane Mews Hotel. We're going to go through Shepherd Street, which I know is a street I'm interested in. Now, blue plaque, what's that for? Westminster City Council on this site until destroyed by bombing. During the winter of 1940 stood an archway and Mayfair's oldest house, the cottage, from 1618, from where a shepherd tended his flock whilst a Tyburn idled nearby. Now that's interesting historically. So this used to be the swampland left behind by the Tyburn River. Those who have seen my, I know they sell little teddy bears there with Park Lane Mews Hotel. Anything to raise the money at the moment, anything. It looks very twee in there. This was the swampland from the Tyburn River, as I said, used to flow along Oxford Street. You may remember that, you may not remember it from my Oxford Street walk. This was, I'm sorry, is it wrong to admire a purple door? Looks amazing. This is very Mews. This dates back to the 17th century. It was agricultural land. As you see, it mentions sheep back there. And then somebody, can't remember who, I'll look it up, gave permission for there to be a May fair, a fair during May, for such agricultural times. Another helicopter overhead, it's my security detail. Lols. So King James in 1686 gave permission for a May fair to be granted here. And we're in the heart of Shepherd's Market. Very village sort of feel, very twee. I'm getting in the way of a minicab. I'm going to take you through here. So the Mayfair, if you couldn't guess it, took place in May, last 2 weeks of May. And at this time, Soho, Whitehall and the City were the addresses of choice for the wealthy aristocracy. All that was about to change though. So you've got funny little shops here. This is a hardware shop with penknives and stuff. Don't see hardware shops very often anymore. It's also a builder's merchant, which is handy because I think a lot of people get building work done around here. I think that guy thought I was talking to him, myself. Maybe he thinks I'm mad. Down there, you would end up at Piccadilly eventually. Surprise, surprise. Roadworks, always. This is Carrington Street we're just crossing. So I'm just wandering about. I don't really know what I'm doing. As I said, I've often fancied giving it a go. This is Market Tavern. Because we're about to go into lockdown again, 50% off remaining draft blinds until 3 p.m. Does that mean you can buy it wholesale or if you drink it? As I said, we are deep in Shepherd Market now, the site of the original Mayfair. L'autre, see, you hear my French accent now, l'autre. Restaurant, wine, vodka. I can drink all of those, both of those very, very happily. What have we got here? Fruit and veg, freshly squeezed juices, smoothies. Can't see a price check for you. I can't do a price check on this one. I know you can see breakfast, lunch, early dinner. So here we are, very villagey, Mews style location, deep in Mayfair. If I can get through there, as I said, apologies for appearing to be completely disorganised. First time in Mayfair, darlings. "1882" it says on the sign of that pub, Ye Grapes. I think it, even though we say ye, isn't it correct that ye should actually be said thee? That Y is like a bit like the theta in Greek. Here we are. I don't know which way to go. They both look quite inviting. Thoughts, anybody? Shepherd Market there. I think, decisions. Let's go through here. It's kind of cute. Thai and English food, upstairs dining. Still can't see any prices. See any prices here? Oh, sausage and mash. Here we go. Prices. I do like a price check. Sausage and mash. And as somebody pointed out, I clearly like my food. Sausage and mash, 2 loose Lincolnshire and pork and leek sausages with mash and onion gravy, £8.50. Gordon's gin and tonic. It's got stuff like white peach, Sicilian lemon or Mediterranean orange, £5. Afraid not. So I reckon that's a beer by Exeter Brewery, £4.50. So price check done. Let's walk back through here. Italian restaurant here. Oh, I see the Christmas stuff starting to arrive. Ooh, a lot of people sitting out enjoying. Well, it's a nice day. That's why. Oh, here's Mag's Bros. Okay, so the Wetheralls who I got the history from for this walk, if I ever get round to telling it to you. I think their book is here, or made by these people, something like that. Sorry, Wetheralls, if I got it completely wrong. I think we are back on Curzon Street now. Yes, we are. This is great. It's so cute. I can't resist. I'm just going to dash back down into Shepherd Market, show you one more view. And then we'll head back up to Curzon Street. It's a beautiful morning. You can tell I get quite excited when it's a beautiful day. What have we got here? Looks like a nail salon, beauty. Simon Carter clothes. I'm not even going to price check that place at my price range. Here we are here. Watches of Mayfair, £4,606. Hublot Classic, £4,759. Fusion Titanium. I see Maddox Gallery there. I've been there. It's ringing a bell. Or was it over the other side? I get confused. Wittering on. Champagne Vins Spiritueux. Or should I Champagne Vin Spiritueux? Yes, please. all of the above. This is Joseph of Mayfair Barbers. Grand Prix, I see the gallery. Sorry, stop doing stupid French accents, Angela. Especially for the Canadian contingent. Probably know a bit of French better than I do. Studied French for about 7 years. Still pretty bad at it. Right, so Shepherd Market continues there, but I do know from my walk planning, because I did do a little modicum of planning, I want to walk up here. I was surprised actually how complex it was to plan a walk through Mayfair. I thought it would be fairly small and simple. No, wrong. I wonder if I'll see anyone famous. Nah. Do you know what? Wouldn't recognise it if I did. Right, if I remember from my walk planning, I want to go this way. If there are any mysterious stops, it means I'm checking my Google Maps and my list. I don't know what that is there. Oh, I think that might be an embassy actually. Maybe the Saudi embassy? Taking a guess. Curzon, the cinema. And we are going to head along Chesterfield Street. Here we go, crossover. I hear sirens. Have you heard nothing but sirens this morning? Even the mad rickshaw driver nearly. Blimey. Yes, mad rickshaw driver managed to get himself behind a reversing ambulance. Life in hands. Here we are then, a bit of a Mayfair street for you. I suppose I could start some history. Bahamas House. Okay. In 1720, this became a massive building site. Oh, okay, so more blue plaques. William, it's in the shadow, William Somerset Maugham, 1874 to 1965, novelist and playwright, lived here 1911 to 1919. So 1720 building site, and not long after that the aristocracy that were further east moved west from Soho and the city in Holborn and came to these great new mansions. I can see another blue plaque. Archibald Philip Primrose, 5th Earl of Rosebery, lived there. Somebody staring down. I feel a bit uncomfortable in residential areas, poking my camera at people's houses. Homes. Right, another blue plaque. HRH, the Duke of Clarence, lived here 1826, later to become King William IV, the Sailor King. 1830 to 1837. Actually, the Queen Elizabeth, she was actually born in Mayfair, Bruton Street, I think. Lots of colours. I do like colourful houses, you know, like you see in Holland or somewhere like that. Sorry if that's wrong. Red Line. Used to be a pub. Doesn't look like a pub anymore. So originally there were 227 houses built here in the building boom. And of the 227 houses built, 117 had titled owners. Duchesses, dukes, marquises, earls, rivaling each other. Oh no, now I don't know what way to go. Oh, confused. I think I know where I'm going now. It's an interesting thing as I continue to get lost. Oh, sorry, we're on Waverton Street. So basically, once people moved here, they wanted the biggest, most luxurious houses they could make and build. And Mayfair kind of became a top address, very close to Buckingham Palace. 1850, the heart of the social scene was Buckingham Palace. And so this became really sought after. Next down was Belgravia, and then Pimlico was bottom of the scale. By the way, as I understand it, there's been a fair amount of knocking through, knocking down, rebuilding, all those sorts of things, as trends and money has come and gone from the area. Just over here, just going to show you the punch bowl. And that's why you see quite a variety of different building styles, much of it from when it all started, but some of it reflecting the changes. For example, when it became an office business area more than an actual residential area. The Punch Bowl pub. Is it still open? Let me see. As I said, we're just about to go into lockdown. The Epicurean Club. I wonder what that is. We're actually going to head back just from where I was. There's a car coming. So I meander around. So somewhere else I want to pop through. We are on South Street now. I mentioned the amount of chopping and changing in usages, occupants, those types of things. And so, I wanted to show you through here. I can't remember if this has got a name, this little alleyway. But we are in a lovely little park. And right next to St George's C of E Primary School. Here we are. Welcome to Mount Street Gardens. As always at that time of building in London, the green spaces were considered hugely important. So any residential area would have lots of little parks. You may have learnt that on my Russell Square walk. We appear to have a giraffe. Hello, Mr. Giraffe. Just going to walk out the other side of here and hope I don't get horrendously lost again. So home to the aristocrats, royals, things like that. However, guess what? New money was on its way. The nouveau riche came in, got their money not from land or statehood, oh no, but from business. And so the ancient gentry, as they were known, their houses were considered rather plain in comparison to the new money that came in. They were considered rather understated. So lots of the old houses were pulled down to be replaced with lavish mansions, townhouses that weren't grand enough, had to be squashed together. So they squashed houses, knocked walls down the lot, outdoing each other with lavish interiors of gold leaf silver and super flash gilt furniture. All became the rage. This horrified the aristocrats with their lots of properties, yachts, motor cars, private railroad carriages. But then they got even more jealous because they were losing their money off agriculture and what have you. It's like, there's a Porsche. Quite a downmarket car in this area, I suspect. Spa Illuminata. Sorry, getting in somebody's way here. That wasn't me being beeped at, by the way. That was somebody else. Right, I'm going to go this way. Again, clueless, no idea what I'm doing. And so, yes, the new social climbers spent money. And then to ingratiate themselves with royalty and what have you, they started on social and cultural investments to get up there in society. Now, I am on Mount Street, which I happen to know is considered one of the best roads. That would be Park Lane over there. So I'm going to go this way. But you may get a bit of a gap because I'm going to have to work out which way to go next. George Jetson. Now, I've been in there, actually. Not really buying. There was a time in the 90s when some of the top-end shops put on evenings to promote their products. And they basically got people drunk and hoped that it would, for free, so you got drunk for free. And they kind of hope that you buy their products. Sent you home with a goodie bag, stuff like that. I didn't buy their products. Love them actually, very nice. Not putting them down at all. This is a lovely street. Scots. So people sitting outside, you would kind of need your outdoor heating. As I said, cold day today. Lots of shops. So as I said, Mount Street is considered one of the top streets in Mayfair. Sergio Rossi, Christian Louboutin. Okay, and here's Wetherall's. And thank you, Wetherall's, for your history. Lovely, really helpful. It's genuinely really helpful. Very much enjoyed your blog. Wish you kept it updated, actually. Update it, guys. It's good. And there's the park we were just in. Gardens. Balenciaga over there. Celine. Sorry, just... Should I stop naming shops? You can see them yourselves. Oh, here's the Connaught. The Connaught Patisserie. Oh, love a patisserie. Salter Cigars, Havana. Oh, I see. Look in there. Interesting. So, Romeo and Julieta, Havana cigars. And then we've got shoes, bags. All this should be shut down tomorrow. Shut down, that sounds bad. Shut down tomorrow. There we are. Mount Street goes to Park Lane in that direction. Truck blocking the road. Lovely, really nice, really interesting. As I said, all new to me. Oh, I see a church there as well. Try not to get mowed down by a cyclist. My fault, not looking. Okay, there's a church in there. And I am going to have to check my map. I haven't got a clue where I am right now. So this is the Connaught. I've got a feeling I'm heading up to Grosvenor Square. Hopefully that's the right place to be right now. I do love, I don't know why I love spying on these door people. Got a big car there. So Connaught Hotel, in case anyone's thinking of staying. Brilliant location. I mean, right in the centre, Oxford Street, Regent Street, Buckingham Palace. Everything really. Right, car coming out, get out of the way. Another car, but I'll get across. There's a silver Bentley. She says as if she has a clue about cars. Let's go this way. I don't think I want to go along Adams Row. Don't remember it being on my list. Black cab. Okay. We are heading towards Grosvenor Square. Past Mayfair House. Oh, sorry. Hamilton's. I don't know what Hamilton's are. Want a bit more history? I keep breaking my notes. After a very successful Victorian era with old money meets new money, bashing buildings down, rebuilding them, silver, gold, gilt, as in the GILT variety, along came, after the 19th century, First World War, Depression, and a lot of the money went out. And so this area actually became much more known for office locations. So the money went out, the embassies and the offices came in as people were forced to downsize. We are now in Grosvenor Square. Here it is. beautiful autumn November morning, as I pointed out already. So we're kind of doing about 2/3 of Mayfair on this walk to get a feel. I think I'm going to come back in December, see if I can get a nice Christmas sort of walk around the other side along the Regent Street area, all the arcades, that type of thing. Just taking you along. Oh wow, somebody's actually doing boxing practice over there. I don't think I expected to see that in Grosvenor Square. What does it mean? I don't know. Let's head out. Over we go. I think, is that Centre Point, Tottenham Court Road, Oxford Street, over there in the distance. Big building. We are going to cross and push on up Duke Street, which does, I think, join up with Oxford Street. I think it's one of the streets I've seen and thought, that looks interesting. This looks like a hotel. This is the Marriott London Grosvenor Square. Again, great location. You can walk all over the place from here. And some of the parts of this walk, by the way, I've taken from, I think the website is called A Lady in London, a Californian woman, I think, who does walks here. She also, part of my Westminster walk, I took from her website as well. It says Brown Hart Gardens. Let's have a look, see if I can get in. Here we are. That will be Oxford Street, probably just up there. Yeah, it is. Brown Hart Gardens. See if I can get up the steps into here. Here we are, Brown Hart Gardens. Little plaque. Some sculptures. Let's go up. Here we are. Nice view. Nice. Nice little square. There's a cafe in the middle. So again, classic. This time you sort of seem to have the sort of properties turned into flats here, unless they were originally built as apartment blocks. Chesham buildings. And here we have a coffee shop. Into this way. Oxford Street just over there. Just show it to you. There we are. Trying to see, is that Selfridges maybe? Not sure where exactly on Oxford Street I'm looking. And this is the kind of view that got me into Mayfair. It's like, this looks interesting. I want to nose, so here we are nosing. So thank you, YouTube channel, for forcing me to look at where I find places interesting. After the Second World War, as the aristocrats, plutocrats and the like had downsized, moved out, it was time, as I said, to stop being residential and start being business. And by 1960, a third of Mayfair's total floor space was being used for business. And by 1970, just a third of Mayfair's property stock was residential. But as always, these things go in swings and roundabouts. 1990, the last of the temporary office permissions expired, and slowly this area has returned to residential usage. And as you can tell, pretty big programme of rebuilding, reconstruction, improvement, call it what you like. Quite a lot of that going on now. I think I'm going to head off to Bond Street in a sec. Finish up this walk. Here we go. Yep, we're right at the side of, I know where we are now. Oh, I love these little garden spaces, I really do. Tiny little squares in amongst the blocks of flats. So yes, believe it or not, behind these buildings is actually West One Shopping Centre and Bond Street Tube Station. And suddenly Mayfair is at an end, and Oxford Street is with us, and I can see they're putting up the Christmas decorations. Just give you a quick gander. Here we go, Oxford Street. Here we are. Here we go. Excuse me. Here we go. Starting to look Christmassy. Oxford Street, last day before a month of lockdown. Quite busy. You'll see it a lot busier than this, but quite a lot of people out and about. And as I said, we're just in the area now of Bond Street Station. As with many tubes, they've got a number of different exits and entrances. There's one of them there, and that's West One Shopping Centre. I do hope you enjoyed this walk, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.